Sir Gregory?
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
How long has our family been in existence?
We have been here since the very beginning.
What do you mean, exactly?
Are you trying to get information from me?
No, not at all. I was just wondering why that particular question seemed to disturb you.
Let us not insist, then. You yourself weren't very convinced by the question, it seems.
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition.
Has he always been like that?
More or less, but thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling greatly accentuated his discomfort.
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
What do you mean by brothers and sisters if we can change bodies?
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world, we retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man, we are brothers. If we are born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit, it has absolutely no real importance. They're just bodies.
Well, tell me then, are there any other families like ours?
There are officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, and one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. We are eternal, Louis. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
Yes, I understand, but that's more like tyranny, isn't it?
Well, it's all a question of your point of view. From man's point of view, I can understand how he would have that impression if ever he found out. But don't forget your true nature. From the demon's point of view, in other words, ours, letting man do as he thinks fit would equate to letting him race to his own demise.
But what about man's freedom to choose?
That is man's worst enemy, Louis. Imagine a creature that dies without reaching the age of adulthood. It remains a child. We have to help him, otherwise he will put himself in danger. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Are you offering me an alliance?
Louis, I do not believe that just because your father is mistaken, all is lost for you. You owe William nothing, so there's nothing obliging you to support him. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to help you in any way, go now.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. President George Washington.
My dear George,
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
His Holiness awaits my report. I haven't the time.
Louis, busy as always, I see. How lucky you are. I must admit I'm trying to kill the boredom myself.
I get the impression we're all in the same boat.
And here I was thinking you might have some juicy gossip.
Well, Mr. Godoy heard that we are expecting a last-minute guest.
Pardon?
Yes, a certain Al-Azif.
Strange. Doesn't ring a bell.
Well, I might as well not hang out here any longer, if he has nothing to say.
Me neither.
He must have misunderstood. The conference has started. Godoy is a little too used to court intrigue, if you ask me.
I agree with you. Well, nevertheless, I hope I have distracted you a little.
Yes, thank you, Louis. I don't need much. And don't hesitate if you ever do have any news.
I won't, Mr. President.
Sir Jacques Peru?
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You've made the right choice. You must have been disappointed not to have been able to speak to Sarah one last time. I would have liked her to tell you herself.
Well, I guess I'll never know now.
True. Even so, there is one more thing I haven't told you about her. Sarah was my daughter.
What? But why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say. At peace, really. Oddly enough, I understand things that have happened to me better now.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
According to him, the family is a prickly subject for you.
He exaggerates. I don't have problems with all our family, far from it. I admit I find it difficult to follow the path set out before me sometimes. I don't share their vision, and they don't understand me.
They find you unstable.
I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
So that's your project.
Of course, not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
And what would you propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look, at the moment they don't work. They take care of raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them out of the house. Make them work. In this way, not only will they become consumers, but they will also delegate the job of education to the system. We could guide humanity from a young age, Louis, don't you see? Today we are wasting too much time. What obscurantism! By harping on this concept of good and evil, guilt and redemption, look where men are now, locked up in beliefs that should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves and to take control of their lives, as they really are, without any moral judgment.
Talk to me about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could Take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as workforce.
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the Cultural Revolution that printing brought about. But the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach. Otherwise, man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence, but humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are. I understand your goal, but the change you propose is not really a significant one. It is merely more smoke and mirrors.
You must understand that we directly depend on men. Consequently, we have to do our utmost to help them progress and to prevent them from killing each other.
And that's been a success. Humanity is almost always at war. And it's been this way forever.
Look, I'm not saying the task is easy. We've all had failures. And at times we have enemies who suffer from conflicts on our own side. I do my best to improve the situation. Our family clings to its privileges and to the past. And that's how they are putting us in danger. But time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are certain things I need to teach you. What do you mean exactly? A new skill, and not believe silly. It's about taking control of the person.
I don't see how I do that.
I should have known the first time. How do you do it? It's an animal resonance. How it works is still clearly to us. Like a wave or a sound. That seems to be like yes. In my opinion, demons are capable of tuning their psychic frequencies to that of others. That is why, for example, I tend to surround myself with deaf and dumb servants. The servants dressed in black. I infiltrate them. I open channels between them and me, and then I deprive them of speech and hearing. This way, no other demon can turn against me.
Okay, let's not waste more time.
I deduce your patient master was no for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to close shortly, Not that I fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like the RTA to inform Pope he has changed sides.
You're going to use your powers to alter the vote.
The real game is about to begin. Up till now, the guests inside each other. From now on, it's time for Gregory and myself to play. As well as you yourself now. Yeah, that's my plan. I would like you to join his eminence in his room. Just play along. We'll see when the time comes.
Very, very well.
And then you're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is pay him for the people you're going to invade. Yes, we're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions and his psyche. Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him. You're going to feel his thoughts. Then, while I'm speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts. What if I fail? Trust in your instincts. Just let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see if you fail, you'll be into some light battle with him. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very, very well.
Perfect. Go now. The card is in his room. You will have to write a letter to Pope, as if he had written it himself. In this letter, tell Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect yourself from counterfeiters, the Pope has had a tattoo with the symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me, and I'll send it off immediately.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Louis, what do you like to change?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis.
don't you feel?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass, I better sit down first. It's nothing, don't worry about it.
What can I do for you?
Right. Now I can concentrate. I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence. I wanted to thank you for your help. I mean, for your time talking to me about the Holy Land.
Oh, did you find it? It's a little state of a lifetime from some people. You're searching for another holy land.
You're nearly there. Linking to his thoughts. Does it annoy you at all?
Why do you ask? I don't follow.
The glory, Your Eminence. I can feel it coming. It's working.
Why? I am not a judge. May God keep from such ambition.
Your Eminence.
Why?
I've done it. I've done it. Damn it. He was right. This is just crazy. I can't believe it. Look at yourself, Zoe. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So let's see about what we're at. Right. It's time to get started. Let's see what I can find here to help write that letter. I have means to validate forward, so I better take my time and not make any mistakes. There are two letters from Hope desk. I should be able to get a clue or two by checking how well they correspond with each other. And here are three stamps, all different. Start writing. Lord, asks Miss Gregor to announce my local favor as an objection. Your Holiness, thank you for your trust. It turns out, now that I'm here, that I find Lord Moore's project represents many more advantages and comparisons with Sir Greg has suggested. We are talking about the future of the Holy See. There. Not judging him just by changing vote. There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters. They always write under the dates of correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with the IDS tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one today to date it. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today is 24/01/7993. The letters from Hope. There's 6 letters, just a little date. 2 just a little month. 4 others will be year. Piaget tattoo. It must use to establish a connection between the letter and the circle and the number shown in the middle. Some figures are just the same info codes. Yet it corresponds to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code. Date is 01/17/1933. 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 Date is 1793. Date is 24/01/1793. Today is 24/01/1793. One letters. The Pope asked Piano to change and to stop using his personal stamp. He asked him to use the one Pope's mama wanted. Remember that. Flore Nobunumi. Justitia Misericordia et Immunda. Boy, I gotta brush up my foreign languages. Think Italian. Justice, mercy, and humility. One is written, Flore Nobunumi. Latin, it blooms in the house of God. One letters, the Pope asked Piano to change and to stop using his personal stamp. He asked him to use the one Pope's mama wanted. A circle with a cross on the side. Now, I distinctly remember this CPI user letter he gave me. This isn't the same stamp. What's he doing here? Damn it. Oh, don't worry. He can't handle this. What do you mean, can't hear this? What's going on here? Go, drop us. Lousy turncoat. We better tell each other. Say, he was already here when I entered my room. I presume he must be tired. Tired? Are you having on PIC? Or what? I wouldn't dare. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but I really don't like it. I was about to tell someone to take care of you. Would you care to go? There he is. And there he stays. The perfect opportunity. What do you mean? It's been a while that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him. No, listen to myself. All getting out of hand. I don't trust him in this like this. Why not? Can you make it a secret? Of course, my son. Would you like to tell me the confidentiality of the conversation? I don't trust that little man because he is more than a son. Would you believe it? No, dear God. How is that possible? I am flabbergasted. We fight them What? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away. This is not the decision to take lightly. You're defending him now. What have you done? Of course. He's made you change sides, hasn't he? Committing a crime in my room is out of the question. Think, it will all be on our heads. No doubt about it. I refuse to run the risk. Right. Monsieur Bonbon, I always act in the best interest of all. I assure you. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. You must have lost your mind when you take such an extreme course of action. No one's asking you to help me do it. Researching my make here. If you lay a finger on him, I denounce you, Sir Gregory. I'm warning you. You're weak. I refuse to let you do the first thing that comes into your head. I don't know what you're up to, but I'll find out sooner or later. Time for me to get back in my body. Right. Just stand there. We're waiting for the red law.
So, what was your first time like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your letter. I have to admit that the experience was utterly amazing.
Come, tell me more.
Everything went as planned. I didn't encounter any particular difficulties.
Well done, you. On my first try, I took me 3 goes. But you did it. Gregory, what can I do for you?
I just come to make sure dear Louis has the information he needs.
For what?
You are free to make your own choices. I would like to say that here too.
Nothing I want more.
Your schemes will lead to your demise. Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down in your disgrace.
Oh, indeed, little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him chance to find his place. Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He covered us in the same way he covered humanity. Through fear, submission.
Same old duty. When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move forward properly?
You are a bit man proud. Right now. His whole system's become outdated. He's too old. He will lead us to our eye.
There you go, another of grand speeches. William has always been fond of staging big scenes. It's his theatrical side.
Does he have an inferiority complex?
I've told him time and time again. He always has to take it one step too far.
How dare you? You are right, brother. Even if the evidence beats you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
She is drunk hot or not at all, William. Then will you learn? It's too bitter. You should let it in so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You were so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
You came here to warn, sir.
No. To advise.
You advise me against my father. Why?
I think you're capable of deciding
But you haven't answered my question. Why warn me against my father? What are you afraid he will do to me?
I wouldn't want him to lead you into it. I don't know what absurd adventure is really.
Act as though I were in danger.
I agree with you. You're trying to pass me off as a villain about to devour it.
That's not funny, William. I won't let him follow you.
You see, Louis, Gregory here to make you change your mind. It's time for things change. I acknowledge Father has done many good things lately, but his time is over. And now you must pass on the talk.
That's enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family. We can't give you a very good impression. Bear in mind that we are all against William Scott.
On the contrary,
If he insists on going through it, we will have no other choice than to do him by force. Consequently, my dear Louis, you're going to choose sides. I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
you are. See what happens. Don't follow their orders to the letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the time I decide is now. If you follow William, he will drag you down. If, on the other hand, you support me, I can assure you that nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah, Master Saul, I offer you liberty. He obliges you to choose, and shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true faith.
Right. Before I answer, I'd better think it over very carefully. Do I embrace my demon nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them? Or do I renounce my nature and do all I can to stay human? It's useless trying to resist my true nature. I'm a demon. May as well accept it. The sooner the better. Even if I continue to live as a human, all my friends and acquaintances will inevitably end up dying. And I'll be left on my own forever. I'm a demon and I have to behave like one. The sooner the better.
So, what do you choose?
I follow my father's agreement.
Very well. But don't say I did war.
Please, don't take offense, but I just can't turn my back on it.
It's time we finish what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will take place in 2 hours. I propose you gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I was going to suggest.
Come, follow me. Time for us to get ready.
Do you really think we have a chance of winning?
A chance? You don't know me well, Billy. We are going to win.
But it only takes one person to vote against us, and we'll lose.
That's true. That's why none of them will know. Why? Because I have access that they do not.
Which is you.
My friend, prepare yourself. The conference is about to begin. The time has come to lay down all our cards. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts.
You take care of getting the lads. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure. She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. Never prepares war if he has no chance of winning.
Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference.
I haven't come all this way just to face so close to the goal.
If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone rather on edge right now.
Don't make me your competition, Riche. You, I know.
Trust yourself. It's all already in there. Dear friends, I'd like to thank you for your continued trust and confidence. I admit that during these past few days, there has been much upheaval. I understand we've all been affected by this. Nevertheless, well done was not better, and we are in fact on the verge of reshaping the modern world.
That is what we are all here for, my lord.
Thank you for your enthusiasm, Bonaparte. Now you all know what we have to do. I cannot warn you strongly enough. If one of Sir Gregory's guests asks to speak with you, remain on your guard. It is highly likely that he will try to rally as many supporters to his cause as he can. Now, please, go and get some rest before the conference begins, which won't be long now. Look, stay with me, won't you? I'll be needing your services in a certain matter.
Yes, of course. What's the matter?
Louis, you're the only one here who I totally trust. It is very likely that Gregory will take possession of some of the members of our team. I shall keep in check over the next few hours. However, I'll need you to, how can I say this, to persuade the members of Gregory's group.
What do you mean by that exactly?
You'll have free reign, my son, to persuade all of them, using every possible means imaginable. But no physical violence. Let's be very clear about that. You must bring them all over to our side, one after the other. You can do this. I know it.
Very well, Father.
Now go. And come back and see me once you've finished.
I'll be off. So Jack, wait.
There goes the faceless. I'll retrieve it later.
This is what I'm about.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough. Don't lose it. Leave what happened in the war behind, and don't let yourself be overwhelmed by anger. Concentrate on the conference. You are here only for the conference. Come on, Duchess.
Tentatively, you've timed your arrival perfectly, my dear friend. I was about to come and see you.
My juniors are shaking out, but nothing happened.
Madam, I'm here for the conference, but I'd like to make it clear that I have not forgotten what happened on the wharf. So I'd like to get straight to the point without wasting a second.
I was hoping...
Romilly, I'm only here because I wasn't given the choice. I'd like to know which way you're going to vote.
I shall vote against Mortimer's project, of course.
No, you will vote for.
I beg your pardon.
Yes, you're going to vote for, and I'm going to tell you why.
What can make her change her mind? Wait. What? That's strange. I can't pick up any thoughts.
You're going to vote for. Otherwise, once back on the continent, I shall hand you over to the authorities for the murder of my mother. You don't have a choice, madam. You'll do what I say.
My poor friend, you are off your game. I understand your pain following Sarah's death, but you've got nothing on me. And I don't know where you think you are going with this attempt to intimidate me. But I really must tell you that this is simply pathetic. Shut up! You have no power over me. Well, it seems like we're finished here.
Is there something you want to speak to me about?
I've some important news to tell, and above all, try to stay calm. I want you to know the truth because I see you here among us in total ignorance, and it sincerely makes me sad.
What the hell are you talking about, for God's sake?
Oh, no, don't start shouting.
Very well. I'm sorry. I lost my temper. What is it you want to speak to me about?
Oh, that's more like it. Well, what I wanted to tell you, I'm Mortimer's daughter as well. We are brother and sister, Lily.
What? Wait.
And I am a demon. There. Now you know everything. I feel better for it. I didn't want there to be any lies between us. How do you feel?
You're sick. You're a lunatic. You killed your own sister. You deserve to end up on the gallows.
That's enough. I won't tolerate another word. Out! If you think that I'm going to let you get away with this kind of behavior, then you don't know me. You better pull yourself together if you want me to forgive you.
Duke Manuel.
De Richet? I am surprised you dare speak to me.
Come now, my Lord Duke.
I hope Sir Gregory will make you sorry for betraying him.
In politics, one must know how to play the ball on the balance. This might be hard for you to believe, but things have changed.
What are you implying?
I've simply found out more.
About what?
About the project, and also about the parties present. It was enough to convince me.
All right. What have you found then?
When you find out, you'll hasten to join us.
Right. Well, you have piqued my curiosity, De Richet. I have a funny feeling you're hiding something from me. Why exactly did you choose to follow Lord Mortimer?
I have no faith in Sir Gregory.
Indeed. And why is that?
I don't know.
He acts like someone who knows they've already lost.
Of course.
Given Mortimer's team, honestly, didn't you have any doubts about your winning?
Sorry, not for 1 second.
No need to apologize. Lord Mortimer planned everything to make you believe. Everything is going exactly according to his plan. Not once has Lord Mortimer been the least bit worried. Not once has he wavered. Never has he had the slightest doubt.
And do you know the reason for such confidence?
No. I didn't need to ask whether or not to join Mortimer. He acts like a winner. He knows he's going to win. The game is over, and Holm knows it as well.
But where did we go wrong then? Luis, tell me, where did we go wrong?
They're all going to vote for Mortimer, Manuel.
But no, that is impossible.
Will you be the only one to raise a hand in favor of Sir Gregory? The one to whom everything happens, who reaps all the consequences?
No, I cannot afford to lose. For Spain! I do not want Spain to pay the price of an alliance made too hastily. Not because of me. Indeed, it would seem things have changed. Thank you for letting me know, Luis. May I call you Luis?
Of course you can, Manuel.
In fact, to be perfectly honest, I never really made up my mind.
Naturally.
Yes. Do you think Lord Mortimer will tell me a little more about this if I pop in to see him? What is more normal than wanting to get informed before you make a decision?
Yes, I won. Look at him, squirming on the end of a hook so as not to lose face. I love it. Of course. He'd be delighted.
Perfect. It's a deal. You can count on me at the conference, Luis.
Marvelous. If you don't mind, I'll be leaving you now. I'll go straight to Mortimer to tell him the good news.
Yes, please do. Go ahead, Luis.
Prometheus, punished for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to man. Huh, that's me. Mr. President, I was looking for you.
Well, and I you, would you believe it? What on earth are you up to now? You make me change my mind for the vote of the conference, and then you proceed to change sides yourself?
Yes, I do understand you being surprised. I'm sorry, but there have been new developments since then.
What are you talking about?
I'm only representing the Golden Order and replacing my mother. I admit, I had cold feet about it, but I must respect her choice above all.
That is precisely what I tried to tell you, Louis. Sarah backed Lord Mortimer's project right from the start.
Yes, I remember it well.
Well, all right. Try to listen and have more faith in me next time, won't you? My experience might be useful to you.
Listen, I must apologize once again, but it's not too late.
Louis, listen. This is the last time you'll be dragging me into any such schemes. You realize you are playing with the destinies of nations. For goodness sake, grow up, young man.
You're right, Mr. President. I cannot apologize enough. Please come back to us.
Of course I shall come back. But from now on, please keep me out of your shenanigans.
I promise, Mr. President.
And try to stick with one opinion. At least until the vote.
You have my word.
Good. Now leave me, I have work to do.